Hey guys, it's CattyCraft back here again. I just made a video on how to make the face of a person. And now I'm just erasing the lines of trying to get the circle shape of the general shape of the chin. And you just want to get a general point for the base, and if you want it to be not pointy at all, you can just use that as a baseline to make it less pointy. So I'm just erasing some stuff, and so I'm making the chin a little bit less like this. Like this. Okay, now let's actually get to the drawing before I make the ears. If you're making your character have long eyelashes, I suggest the ears should be right under the eyelashes. And just put like a little squiggle because everybody has a different earlobe. So put different squiggles in the ears. So, back to drawing some hair. Now, if you just do quick hair, it's just gonna look really messy, and you're not gonna have like a preference of what you're generally gonna do. And so then, if your character is going to have bangs, make sure you have an imaginary point where you're gonna have your hair build up. If you're gonna have like tied up hair, as in like ponytail, if you want it like this, if you want it like this, if you want it way up, like way up like this. That is up to you. But you're definitely gonna have to get some fringe up because people look a little bit weird without fringe. And I'm not saying like bangs, that's a whole different thing. I'm saying like some sort of baseline, like a hairline where your hair begins on your face. I'm not exactly saying you should have bangs or all your characters should have bangs. I'm just saying that you have to have a baseline for where your hair is going to be. And so it's different with afros, it's different with boy hair. That has a lot of different things to it, because with boy hair, the imaginary line is back of your head, is in the back of their head. You know, like in anime styles, or in just any general style, not in 4D real life. You know, they have like this pointy stuff that comes out, which is kind of weird, I guess. But if you have that hairstyle, I'm sorry. But you know, you have to have some sort of lines, or else it's not gonna look real. So I suggest that your character has some sort of baseline in particular. So, and you also need to make sections. Those are really important. So you need to make a section for the baseline over here. You need to make a section for over here, like basically where the fringe is going to be. And it could have it over the eye, it can have it over the eye. It could have it over the chin, it could have it over the chin. I can have it basically everywhere. And that's just up to you. And so I'm going to have my character have somewhat of a ponytail. which is, oh gosh, I just made her have a mustache and I was just distracted. And so you kind of want your character to have somewhat of this, you know. You know how we all, like, if you tie up your hair, you have like this and this. But you're gonna have that in general sometimes. Like, even if your hair is not tied up, most of the time, you're gonna have that. And I'm not really good at hair most of the time as well. So, yeah. I'm just spending a little bit of time. And also, if you make the ears bigger than one or the other, just make sure that you size that down. Don't make it look like an elf ears, unless, of course, you're doing like some sort of fantasy character. And so this is how it's going to look like. Yeah. And then you gotta work with gravity also. If gravity does not agree with having one of those things, you know, it's gonna have some sort of force pulling it down. It's not gonna go straight up. You don't agree with gravity, and things are gonna get chaotic. And it's not gonna look real. So, you just imagine where the hair would be in a real person. But of course it's not. And so you draw the baseline of the shoulders, and if the hair is down most of the time, people just do like this, you know, like as if you flatten ironed your hair 1 billion times and just made it like this. Like this, but down all the time. Can you imagine that? No, that's not how you're gonna do it. Because it's not how gravity works. Your hair has to have some sort of bounce to it. Like mine. Like, see, if you put your hair against your shoulder, it's gonna have some sort of bounce. And everyone's hair has something related to gravity. It could be like this, or it could be anywhere. But my character is going to have some hair sticking out. And like split ends look good in pictures, but make sure you don't have those in real life. Because most characters in anime and stuff like that, or even in like cartoons, most of the time have like fringe hair and then it like goes down. I mean, you could have it straight down if you're doing like character design or something like that. And it's not real, but if you want to do a little bit realistically, you're gonna have to do that. Okay. And so then their hair is going to have like some choppy chop over here. Most of the time, I'm just comfortable with doing this all the time because it's sort of hot. And so anyway, you're gonna have like the forehead, and then you're gonna have the hair pulled back, like some sort of suction is going, like imagine if there's like some sort of suction cup going like that, and make it a little bit more subtle, because if you just do straight lines, it's just gonna look like some sort of hat. We don't want that. So make it more subtle. Don't make it look like a hat. And so also with the hair ties, don't make it look like a circle, like a donut around the hair. Even though that's what it really is. Just make it look like a flat line that has a curve on both ends. Well, there is no end. And so I just kind of want the hair flowing down, not like defying gravity, like I just did. Just sort of going down. And I'm just taking a second just to put in the lines, and if you spend more time on it, the worse and worse it's going to get. So just put like lines that would look natural, and don't put them so distinguished because out of the whole drawing, because then people are just gonna look at that and then they're just gonna be like, what is wrong with the hair? And so, like, if you show it to your friends, they're just gonna say like, that would be my reaction, at least. And so you gotta have to put some of that. And then the shoulders are just going to be like that. So this is sort of my creation of a face with hair. And this is literally like for any hairstyle. That is tied, that is not tied. It could be for any hairstyle, for male, female. It could be for anything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yes, I am in I can't read that backwards. I'm in Martha's Vineyard right now. So yeah, bye.